Mistakes I made as a Herbalife coach. Hi, welcome back to my channel, everyone. This is Jean here from Authentic Energy. I'm here to help you become body confident, healthier, and happier with the right wellness strategies. You don't need to always stress over dieting, weight loss, food restrictions, or what other people think of you. So if you want weekly tips on body confident lifestyle, make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. I'm here every week. Now, last time I talked about the different mistakes I made as a coach, but today I want to be a bit more specific, and I know a lot of you guys have actually popped into my inbox, my DM, and wanted me to make this video talking specifically about the mistakes I made as a Herbalife coach. So today I'm going to list 5 of my biggest mistakes I made as a Herbalife coach. So I want to make this video to basically, help many of you out there, whether if you are a Herbalife coach or if you're a health and fitness coach in general. I do believe that my mistakes may actually help you. And if you're a Herbalife client or a health and wellness client, I do hope that this video can also be helpful for you. So mistake number 1, I used to assume that everybody just want to lose weight. So whenever I got myself a new client or whenever I was talking to a new prospect, I just assumed that person wanted to lose weight, or when that person kind of address some health issues and certain concerns, I will always somehow brainwash the person or steer, into the direction of lose weight or weight loss. Right? Because, as a new coach back in the day, I just felt like I believed that, weight loss is the answer to everything. And if this person can lose some weight, then the person will feel a lot better. Then the person will be a lot healthier. Whereas the fact is you have to get healthy to lose weight. Right? When your body becomes healthier, when your cells, become healthier, they regenerate, your body heals, your body finds its own balance, then, the weight actually will find its own balance. So that is why a lot of clients actually lose weight as a, I'll say in many cases, positive result of becoming healthier. Right? So for a lot of new coaches, when I was a new coach, I made a mistake of telling everyone you need to lose weight. When you lose weight, you will feel a lot better. When you lose weight, you were gain your energy. When you lose weight, all these problems will go away, right? So a lot of my focus was really on weight loss. And of course, we know that in an industry, in the nutrition, wellness, and fitness industry like Herbalife, right? There's just so much emphasis on weight loss. And if you're not careful, sometimes we can actually fall into the diet culture trap. Right, so in the diet culture trap, we prioritize being thin, being skinny over, health priorities. So I don't want anyone to make that mistake and just assume that everybody needs to lose weight. Some people may just need to improve their sleep. Some people need to change their nutrition, day-to-day nutrition habits. Some people need to change their breakfast habits. Some people need to gain muscle. Some people need to gain more energy, right? So everyone's health condition is different. Everyone is a unique individual. So we really have to tackle everyone's health concern differently. Okay, so not everybody needs to lose weight, and you don't need to always focus on weight loss unless you want to specialize yourself in losing weight. Okay, then that's a different topic. Okay, so mistake number 2. So I used to give everyone very restrictive diet plan. Okay, right? Because, I learned it in a certain way and I didn't really question it. And as I gain more knowledge and gain more experiences, and I also went to do certain nutrition certification, I start to, pile up different knowledges and start to gain a very comprehensive and holistic picture of how to actually teach nutrition skills, how to actually teach the proper balanced nutrition to my clients. And I realized that a restrictive diet plan actually doesn't work. It may work on maybe 1%, 1% of the clients. But, when you give the same restrictive diet plan to all your clients, you will find that the majority of them don't really follow it. And when they don't follow it, a lot of times they actually blame on themselves. They start to feel guilty. They start to feel like, I'm not worthy of this. They start to feel discouraged and unmotivated because they feel like it's very hard to keep up, and maybe I just shouldn't try at all, because like whether if it's like improving your diet, improving your digestion, or losing weight or gaining muscles, it's just too hard because I really have to follow this really strict and really restrictive diet plan. Okay, like how many grams of broccolis I need to eat, and also like I gotta cut out all the snacks and junks. Okay, and I cannot eat this, I cannot eat that, only clean. Okay, right? So I know this is actually very common for a lot of like Herbalife coaches to give very, kind of restrictive and very clean type of like diet guidance or nutrition guides. But the thing is, right? The thing is, the more restrictive you are, the harder it is. And also, give someone like right off the bat, give someone a super duper like drastic change for their day-to-day diet is actually not a effective, it's not a smart approach for someone to learn about changing their day-to-day nutrition habits, right? Because in their mind they just think that in order to get my results, I just got to change everything all I want, otherwise I'm not getting a result, right? So the better approach is actually to be flexible. Okay, we have to be flexible, and also to actually understand your client's lifestyle, the schedules, right? And also your client's capabilities of certain things, right? The hours they have, and also how much they can invest in changing their nutrition, right? So you really need to understand every client's individual situations, right? And also, make small changes, small, simple, but effective changes, one step at a time, right? So in terms of like nutrition guidance, I can make a separate video to talk about it if you guys like. Let me know in the comment below if you want to know more about it. But what I can share with you here is, do not give a restrictive diet plan. Give a flexible meal guidance, right? You can point them to the direction of which food choices are better for your body, right? But don't tell them things like, this is bad for you, this is good for you. If you eat, steamed chicken, then you're a good girl. Okay, if you eat KFC, you're being bad girl, right? We don't want to label food for your clients, because they will start to associate eating and food with self-worth, and they will start to label themselves according to what kind of food they pick, right? So I've talked about this topic many times before. You can go back to my channel and look for those videos. But here, just remember, do not give them a restrictive diet plan. Implement small changes one step at a time, and let them enjoy life. Let them enjoy life whilst learning the new eating habits. Okay? Now, mistake number 3. Okay, so I used to assume that everybody has like certain hours in the week to dedicate to a programmed workout. So a lot of you guys know that, I used to do tons of fitness coaching and bootcamp coaching. So I got into this mentality that, in order for you to get results, it is 80-20, right? 80% nutrition and 20% fitness, 20% exercise. So you really have to commit to that 20% of exercise in order to get 100% result. But the thing is, everyone's life is different, right? So I actually failed to understand, I failed to actually learn about everyone's story. Before I gave them, like an exercise suggestion, I basically just gave everybody like the cookie cutter type of like exercise program, and go, you follow this. If you can follow this 100%, right? 3 days a week, and each time when you do the exercise, you gotta spend an hour, like I'm serious, an hour, right? And follow everything to the T, you will get a result, right? But what I found was that a lot of people, most people couldn't follow that, right? Only a few people were pretty, good, and they make the time to follow that. And the majority of people just couldn't make time to do that. And that is because, really everyone's work schedule is different, right? And now everyone really has the luxury. To be honest, having time, make time for your workout is a luxury. And I used to believe that if you don't do your full 1 hour of program, your program exercise, then you're not doing anything to your body. You might as well, don't do anything. But the thing is, if you can, like, if your time is really tight, if your client's time is very tight, they really don't have the time, then we can look at how to prioritize the different lifestyle habit changes first, right? And when they really have the time and the energy, and also the physical capability to do the workout, then let's look at their schedule realistically, how much time they can dedicate to their workout, right? So maybe not an hour a day, maybe not even 45 minutes 3 times a week, right? I know that's recommended, it's better, the more the better. Not really, okay? I know there are certain hours of recommended exercise a person should do in order to stay healthy, but we have to look at the client's schedule realistically and go, okay, well, according to that, this is how much energy you really have. You really need to have more time to rest. How about we do 10 minutes? Okay, 10 minutes Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I know it sounds very little, but think about how big of a change that is comparing to the person not doing anything at all, right? And this can actually make a huge difference in the long run. And this goes back to my last point, talking about implementing small changes one step at a time. Okay, and you go from there. Maybe the person start to enjoy exercising and start to make more time for the workout. Then we can look at how can we increase the volume, increase intensity over time, right? So just don't assume everybody has the same hours in the week to do the exercise. Nowadays, I don't. Nowadays, I actually don't give any particular program workout to everyone. I mean, unless someone really requests, right? But especially inside our Body Confidence Club, we actually have a whole variety of different exercises that you can do. Different types, I call them the body movements you can do to feel good, right? To get the energy going, to help with the, cardiovascular health, to help with your stability, your body strength, and also, with your flexibility as well, right? So there are so many exercises and body movements you can do, you can recommend to your clients. You don't have to be rigid, okay? Be flexible. Okay, mistake number 4. Okay, this one is actually super important. And don't go anywhere. Stay to the end for my mistake number 5, because number 5 is the most important one. Okay, so mistake number 4 is that I used to push that athletes, champions mindset onto every client to tell them that, you need to be disciplined. I used to really try to brainwash everyone to believe that in order to get a result, you gotta train yourself to be disciplined, okay? And I really pushed that mentality. Look at the athletes, why they got results, why they're such great athletes and champions. That's because they got that strong mentality, right? So I expect myself, I expect my client to adopt that kind of athlete's mindset. But come on, we're humans, right? We're not trained athletes. So it is actually very hard if we're not actual athletes to try to force that mentality onto ourselves. And when I try to apply or try to get everyone to have that mentality, it was very funny. I can tell you that I only had 2 clients in the entire history that actually became athletes. They actually adopted the actual athlete's mindset and got amazing results, and they were almost like semi-pro athletes themselves at the end of it. And I have so much respect for them, and I know that I can't be that, and most people just can't become actual athletes because we're humans living our own lives. We have jobs, we got kids, we got family, and so many other things going on, right? So what is a good way to motivate your clients to stay consistent and stay on track? It is actually not by drilling discipline into their head. Don't drill discipline, because discipline will only create more resistance. Okay, you heard it from me. More discipline will only create more resistance. Okay, this actually doesn't apply to everyone, but you really have to kind of understand, your client's personality and their preferences, their lifestyle as well, right? Maybe for some people, they prefer discipline. They like, rigid programs. They like routine. Then, discipline may work for them. But for a lot of people, they don't like rigid programs. They like fun. Then, in this case, you actually need to inspire them. So I will call it inspiration over discipline, right? So when you can actually keep your clients inspired, right, then they actually stay motivated. When they're inspired, they naturally want to stay consistent. They naturally want to do the work. They naturally want to, take the breakfast program, do all the things in your guidance, in your guide, right? So how do we keep them inspired? Well, a lot of times what I used to do was to actually share different stories, right? So like in Herbalife, there are a lot of amazing transformation stories, right? I'm not talking about like before after photo kind of stories, because sometimes the before after photos can have a reverse effect. Like a lot of people will look at them visually and go, oh, I can never be like this person. I can never like have this kind of drastic before and after look. But what I love about a lot of the transformation stories inside Herbalife is the stories where, some people changed their health completely. They became healthier. They're able to get off medication. They're able to really change their career, their life altogether as a result of becoming healthier. Like I know a few cases where some, ladies actually became, some ladies were diabetic before, but then they became totally healthy. The doctors told them you don't need diabetic medication anymore. And you can imagine how big of an impact it makes to their life when they are off the medication, right? When they don't have to, basically suffer from those, diabetes conditions anymore, right? So like these are the transformation stories I like to share to keep my clients inspired, rather than like, forcing them to be disciplined, right? Because a lot of times people really give up and they feel discouraged, like I just don't have the discipline. And very often whenever I get a new client, one of the most common things I heard from them is that I'm not disciplined to do this. I lose my motivation very easily. Don't worry, if you're one of those people, it is very common. It only just means that you are not inspired yet to work on your body. Okay, so we have to really work together to find the real inspiration, right? Everyone's inspiration is different. So, I highly encourage you to really, if you're a Herbalife coach, work with your client, learn about their story, understand about their life, right? Understand about their why, what really sparks joy for them, what really inspires them, from their, life stories, from their families and surroundings. You can definitely find the true inspiration for each client, right? So this is mistake number 4. Okay, so make sure you help them find inspiration instead of just drilling discipline. Okay, lastly, the final mistake I want to mention here that I made as a Herbalife coach was I used to use a lot of misleading, false advertising words. Right? So what I mean by that, okay, so you may, depends on where you get your information from and where you learn, where you get your training from, right? Because if you're not careful, there are a lot of unreliable sources on Google that may actually make false claims or claim that, okay, certain Herbalife products burn fat, okay? Certain products, do this for you. Certain products may cure cancer. Okay, that's very far-fetched, but I have heard that before, and that's not true. And certain products may lower your blood pressure. Okay, certain products can make you sleep better, right? So these are, I call them the advertising words. A lot of people will use these words on their promotion to simply catch attention. But the thing is, okay, as new Herbalife coaches, we probably, before we get deep into the information, when we're new, we don't know, we just follow, a lot of these, advertising words, right? Or what other people say and believe that, oh, this is what the products can do. But the thing is, okay, as Herbalife coaches, you really need to know your Herbalife nutrition philosophy first, right? Which is balanced nutrition. Your body needs balanced nutrition in order to be healthy. And it is about cellular science. Cellular nutrition is the foundation of Herbalife nutrition, okay? We are putting in the nutrition products, right? So all Herbalife products help our body get extra nutrition, get extra nutritional boost. Right? So when our body gets the extra nutritional boost, we become healthier, right? So when our body becomes healthier, when our cells regenerate, our body starts to heal, so which can actually improve some of the health conditions, some of the existing health conditions. But in this case, it doesn't mean that the Herbalife products are here to cure or treat the diseases, right? So I don't want anyone to use any exaggerated, misleading advertising words like, hey, you take this, for example, you take your Herbalife line, your omega-3, your fish oil, right? And you're gonna like become totally insomnia free, okay? And also, oh, you will not feel your high blood pressure anymore, okay? We can't really talk like this, okay? We can only tell them that, you know, the Herbalife line products, right, are really great. They're beneficial for your health, for your heart health, right, for your brain, okay? And as a result, you know, maybe your heart health system, your brain will actually, you know, become better, right? You might feel better as a result of getting the right nutrition for the right organs, for the right body parts. But, you know, the products are not here to treat any disease. They're not here to cure any problems that you have, right? And of course, when we are talking to clients who have existing health conditions, right, make sure that they're seeing their doctor. Make sure they go to their doctors for the proper, you know, guidance first, right? And also don't pretend that, you know, you are Mr. Know-it-all. You're Miss Know-it-all, right? And you don't have to be know-it-all. You're really here to help him. So if anything that's outside of your knowledge, outside of your skills, just tell them that I'm not sure about this. I can ask my upline. I can ask my coach. But, you know, if you do have your health concern, I do highly advise you to go and talk to your doctor first. Or, you know, what has your doctor say about this, right? Can you take this? Can you take extra, you know, can you take certain food? Are you supposed to avoid certain food? Right? So this is where we have to be very, very careful as Herbalife coaches, where we don't mix up, you know, like medical information. We don't suddenly become like medical authorities, right? And use those advertising words to tell them that, you know, oh, if you can't sleep well, take this, you're gonna sleep well, right? And I really hate to see the phenomenon out there where, you know, a lot of people think that, you know, just tell me which product to take and that will help me conceive. Okay, right. I get this question every day, you know, which Herbalife products can I take to help me have babies, right? And the way I answer this is that, you know, like in order to help with fertility, there are many reasons. It's better if you talk to your fertility doctor or prenatal doctor. But I do know that if you know, eat better, if you do improve your nutrition, it will help your body become better. But then again, everyone's body is different, right? And so it's better to talk to your doctor about it, right? And don't see Herbalife as like a miracle drug. It is not a drug. It's not a miracle product that's gonna like cure cancer, that's gonna cure this and cure that. So as Herbalife coaches, we have to be very clear of the product philosophy, the product knowledge, right? The Herbalife Nutrition Foundation. And also we need to know the disclaimers, right? So I know that a lot of people are not aware of this and just don't practice it, but in Herbalife, we have to actually list the disclaimer if you're posting any before after photos or stating any kind of results. You always have to put a little disclaimer at the bottom saying that, you know, the products do not treat or cure any diseases. And, you know, like people get results simply as a result of taking the products together with improved healthy lifestyle, right? And, you know, active lifestyle and improved nutrition. So everything together, right? We're doing many things together to get a better body, right? And Herbalife products are here to, you know, help your body boost the nutrition needs, right? So this is something that I want everyone to be really careful. Don't say things like, you know, this helps you burn fat, okay? There's no products that burns the fat, right? And if you're still puzzled, you can go and find my video where I talked about the fat burning tea, like, you know, to debunk the myth about fat burning tea. Go watch it. It's a really good video, okay? All right, so these are the 5 mistakes I made as a Herbalife coach, and I'm so glad I get to share these 5 mistakes with you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I would love to hear from you guys if you're a Herbalife coach or if you just, you know, on the journey with us. You know, what do you think of the video? And if you would like to hear more about, you know, the mistakes I made along the health and wellness journey, do let me know in the comments and let me know where is everybody tuning in from, okay? And if you are interested to work with me, you know, you can find me inside my Body Confidence Club, all right? It is open to women only, but, you know, it is a very, you know, private and it's a very supportive environment where we work together and we get to see each other live on Zoom every 2 weeks. You get all the guidance you need to work on your body confidence, to work on your body wellness, your nutrition, and anything you want to know about how to actually have a body positive, body confident lifestyle, right? I can't wait to see you guys inside the Body Confidence Club. All right, guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you enjoyed it, please share, give a like, you know, leave some comments here, and otherwise I'll see you guys next week. Bye.